Good morning, good afternoon, traders. Welcome in the TEFS trading room and in the 44 VIP trading room. Hi, team. Hi, Clifton. I hope you are ready to trade the last trading day of the week before the long weekend, guys. Long weekend is coming. That means Memorial Day, Monday, a bank holiday in the US. That means it's no trading. And seems like for the market, it's not a strong start. Completely the opposite. As you can see, the market is tumbling thanks to news and updates from Trump on the tariffs again. So tariffs are just steering the bull's water up very much indeed. I'm just going to talk about this a little bit later. What does it mean? But at the moment, the Dow futures down nearly 500 points after the latest Trump updates. And as you can see, the S&P 500 itself is just down 1.43% at the moment, triple Q 1.81% because Apple, it's one of the biggest tech stock which is suffering from this nasty tariffs updates as well. So things doesn't look good for the bulls, but even better for the bears. Good morning, Dawn. Nice to see you. And Brian, good morning. Okay, so I hope everyone had a beautiful green week so far, and we are here for you to help to green the whole week in green. Now in Friday before we are just leaving for a long weekend. So what happened? Let's just dig deep into the news. So latest updates on the tariffs that Trump threatens tariffs on EU, Apple, Europe stocks, and Bitcoin is falling. Actually, the exact news is 50% tariff threat on the EU and 25% for the Apple if he's selling the phones abroad indeed. So this means that this is going to be a very nasty one because it's a quite of a short deadline here. It's the 1st of June, and 1st of June traders, it's next week indeed, Sunday. So this is the latest update on Trump's and the tariffs. President Donald Trump said he is recommending a straight 50% tariff on the European Union after complaining that trade negotiations have completely stalled. The announcement came after Trump just threatened to impose a tariff of at least 25% on the Apple if the company does not start manufacturing iPhones in the United States. And of course, the futures, Apple, and everything is just falling like crazy. Hi, Lee. Good morning to you. Alamu, nice to see you. So this is the news here, traders. So I would say this quite of unpleasant tariffs update is going to overshadow even the economic news, which is quite thin today. Again, 9:35 FOMC member Musalem and FOMC member Schmid speaks, and 10 o'clock we will get a new home sales. After that, 12 p.m. FOMC member Cook speaks. That's it indeed. So no more economic news for today, only again FOMC member speakers who are not going to be happy, I guess, for this new nasty 50% for the European Union on the tariff side. And even if we are just checking the Apple, this is not the best to maintain this pullback on the market, because if we just check the daily chart of the S&P 500 traders, seems like that the pullback definitely started after this nice comeback of the year's low, but now this is going to be the third day, actually the fourth, if we are going to finish in red, and highly likely because we are starting 150 or so. We have seen it already, the market to start with a gap down and pull back, but I must tell you guys that these news are quite unpleasant for the bulls. I don't think so it's going to be a gap and close the gap to the upside. It's rather a gap and go, even because of the fact, if we just I'm just zooming in a little bit to the daily chart of the S&P 500. You can see it on my chart, on the chart under the pre-market minute chart. There is the daily chart of the S&P 500, and I don't know whether you realized, but there is a gap to fill back to this 560, I'm just telling you, 67.50. Now the SPY is around this $574 level. So there is still plenty to go to fill this gap, and I'm not going to be surprised if it's going to be filled. Also, I must tell you that the 570, first of all, the 574 level, it's playing quite of a strong support with the 20 EMA, and after that, as I see if it's going to pull it or break it over or under, sorry, then in this case 570 is the next one, and then the gap fill of 567. So we have several supports the way down, but so far it looks like that the market is quite weak and determined to continue lower. Good morning, Mayor. Nice to see you. Sebastian, nice to see you. Good morning to you. So, as I see, Scott DVG is going to be here with us today, as far as I remember. Maybe even Amir is going to join, but might I don't remember right. Clifton, tell me please if I'm wrong. But I remember that maybe one of the guys is going to be out from the VIP room. Mm, as because of the long weekend, but let's see. One thing is for sure, guys, I am here for you for at least an hour. Hi, Tara. Good afternoon to you. I hope you are doing great. And again, I'm just repeating myself, traders. What do you see in the pre-market? Why this big plunge is happening? If you have not read the news yet, Trump is back with the tariff threat, and at this time, he is threatening Europe with 50% of the tariff actually to be valid, and actually it's a very, very short deadline. June 1st indeed. So 1st of June, it seems like that Europe is facing 50% of tariffs after Trump was enough from the trade talks, because it's just stalled between Europe and the US, and he does not like it, as you know, if he cannot dictate the things, and this just happened now. So there is another threat, and Apple just got a little bit as well, because he's going to be ready to go with 25% tariff on Apple if the company does not start manufacturing iPhones in the US. So this is what we are facing with traders. New home sales at 10 o'clock. FOMC member Muslim Schmidt speaks at 9:35. And let's see how the rest of the world just got impacted by this news. Well, of course, obviously the European markets are tumbling at the moment. Europe, very nasty. DAX is down 2.70 or 34%, CAC 40, 2.74. So everyone is panicking. The Asian markets are not that bad though, 0.47 as I see, but I'm just going to refresh it to be more precise here. Yes, 0.47 on the Nikkei, 0.24 on the Hang Seng. Futures are way down, really big drop, and the Dow Jones is more than 500 points over again to the downside. And the Bitcoin, after again just checking in for a new all-time high, is just retreating towards this 108,000 level. Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, Cardano, everything is just dropping, traders. So we should be ready, mates, to find some great short candidates. And of course, we have great candidates for today. Not just Apple to the short side, but that's obvious that I'm going to put it to my short side. But we have some economic or earnings news as well, and some other news on the stock. So let's just start with Apple. How does it look like? It's quite obvious that we need to put it to the short side, but I always like to, to check the daily chart before we make the decision. So at the moment, the Apple is down 3.36%, more than 4 million in the pre-market volume, and down under $195 area, traders. Next important support, it's around 193, so we still have room to go, and even if the selling pressure is high enough, I can imagine that it's going to break it through. So the Apple, there is no doubt, we should just put it to the short list. Hi Jennifer, good morning to you. I'm just going to start my list, and as I see, Scott already posted his list indeed. So to the short side, no doubt Apple is coming first. Next one, nuclear stocks are here. They are completely the opposite. Oklo, NuScale, Constellation Energy, and Camcal, they are just rising several percent already because Trump will sign orders to boost nuclear power as soon as Friday. So OKLO, as I see, even Scott called them SCG, can go to the long list, CCJ, Camcal, and so on. So nuclear energy stocks on the run. Intuit is here. The shares rallied 8% after the tech software company issued a rosy full-year outlook. Nice and very rare nowadays, I would say. So Intuit expects adjusted earnings in the range of 20.07 dollar per share to 20.12. It's quite of a nice one, and the guidance it's just higher as well, so this looks like a good one. Okay, traders, so into INTU, we can just put it to the long list, but I just would like to check these stocks too. So let's just start with OKLO. You know, these nuclear energy stocks are quite similar to these quantum computing stocks. So runners, really big runners indeed. So as you can see, the OKLO, it's already over this $40 level and over this consolidation level, touched even this $48 level. Since then, it pulled back a bit, not quite 48, 49. Wow. Okay, so quite volatile already in the pre-market. It's obvious, but I'm going to watch it to the long side because definitely it has room to go, and this is a big mover despite of being just a $30 now. It's a $44 stock. All right, so let me just check INTU here. INTU, CEG is the other stock which is quite nice indeed, but I would be careful with that because it's a little bit more spready. I would prefer rather OKLO or maybe CCJ for trading. INTU, nice move, 7% to the upside, but I'm a bit worried on the pre-market volume, a little bit thin. I would say I really would like to see some more buyers coming in after the market bell indeed, but there is no doubt it looks like a nice continuation. If I'm just checking the daily chart, it's over $700 level, and actually it was really close to this yearly high too, 750. Actually, it's over the yearly high. Wow, guys, and let me just check it. It's all-time high. Okay, in this case, I'm going to be careful with this because, you know, just to breaking the all-time high already in the pre-market with a little bit thinner volume. Okay, I'm going to put it on the long list, but I'm going to be careful with that, especially because of the spread, or of the spread indeed. Rostors are here. Stock sank more than 12% after the off-price retailer withdrew its previously announced full-year guidance. Okay, sorry for the lots of mistakes, guys, but I'm a bit tired. I was not sleeping well because my little one, she was sick, but I try my best. I have my third green tea today, so I really try my best. Okay, so back to these raw stores. This is just more than 12% down. Our ROST is down because of the fact that the full year guidance is not the best indeed, citing that varying nature of tariff announcements. As we could see, it can just ruin the pre-market like crazy. So let me just check this ROST in the pre-market. How does it look like? And especially on the volume side. Well, 247, better than INTU, and quite of a big drop, and I like the daily. It's extended. It's just perfect for a pullback, and it's a big mover. And as I see, do we have no, it's already filled the gap, and it's under the 200 EMA. Wow, that's a very big gap, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, well, it's a little bit too much for me. I mean, on the percentage side, but let's see whether it can continue lower. I'm sure Scott called it to his shortlist already. ROST. Hi, Steve C. Good morning to you. Okay, guys. Deckers Outdoor is the next one, the ECK 21%. Wow, it's even worse than the ROST. So this is just plunging again. A reason for that declined to provide full year guidance for fiscal 2025 year. That's not a good news for sure. Big mover, nice volume. Anyway, it's weak. Let's just move it to the short side. As I see, Scott likes it to the short side too. Okay, not a good news on Tesla, guys. Wedbush Securities also, despite of the fact that they lifted the price target, then Ives actually, he lifted his price target on the Tesla share, but as you can see, the Tesla is plunging. Great question why indeed. Maybe because of the tariffs, maybe because of the market sentiment, but at the moment the Tesla is down 1.24%, but still, if you just check the daily chart, it's still in the middle of this consolidation zone, which is holding quite long now. It lasts since the 14th of January or January, May, as you can see, is just producing candles next to each other. This is a quite of a long consolidation period for the Tesla. It's quite usual from the Tesla when it just cannot, move forward, make a decision. It can stay even for 10 days in this nasty consolidation mode, and now it's going to open maybe around the lower part of this consolidation. So traders, I'm going to watch especially this 328, 30, 28 level. If it's going to break it through and continue lower, might we have a big red day? But don't forget that the Tesla is still a bit stronger than the market because the SPY again is down 1.50% now. Let me just check it. Okay, 1.46. So indeed, the Tesla, I see that Scott called it to the short side. I'm just going to call it to the secondary list and watching these levels. All right, Workday is here. WDAY dropped 8% after the human resources software company issued a second quarter subscription revenue forecast of 2.16 billion dollar. Actually, this just matched with the expectations, but the company's first quarter results surpassed expectations, the top and bottom lines. I would say that this is not that bad news indeed, but this is the sell the news event which has happened, I think, on the WDAY. It was quite extended to the upside. Now it's back to this 248 level. Is it under the 200 EMA? Fantastic. So yeah, this stock can go to the short list also. Be very careful with this one because I really don't like the pre-market volume. It's just 55,000, which is really, really low. Hi, Jeremy. The Senate overturned CAEV mandate. Okay. I did not know that. Thank you for the fresh updates on the news, but seems like that now maybe the tariffs news are overshadowing everything with this 50% on the EU starting from the 1st of June. Quite scary indeed. So, but we are going to be aware of this too for sure. Okay, guys, the next one quickly, it is Stepstone Group, 5%. The private market investment firm reported assets under management jumped 189.4 billion dollar. Wow, that's a huge jump indeed. Let's see whether Step it just can stretch this green strike higher. STP never traded this stock, and I see the reason, very, very low volume. If you like that type of stocks, actually I don't like these very low volume stocks. I'm just going to put it to the secondary list, but I'm not sure I'm going to touch it with the volume in the pre-market does not reach even 2000. Okay, Autodesk is here. 1% higher ADSK. Software company issued a second quarter outlook that beat the expectations. Well done, ADSK. Not easy to find today, guys. Green stocks. Actually, the gold related stocks are going higher now again. And I like this ADSK too. Again, my biggest problem is the low volume. That's why I'm going to put it just to the secondary list, ADSK. How about AAPL? Checking. Hi, Pantera. Good morning. Marco, good morning to you. APP, just checking. Beautiful, very nice to the short side. I like it. I really like it, I'm just going to put it to the short side indeed on the list. And Xerox is the last one, XRX, which is down, but this is just a $4 stock, so let's just leave it alone. By the way, on my watch list, Apple is one of the weakest, but SMCI doesn't look good either. More than 4% down. UPST 3.79, Hood 3.58, Coin is 3.39, MU tumbling, Amazon, AMD, Roblox, AVGO, NVDA, Meta, mRNA. So guys, I could just start, writing all of them to the short side, but let's just keep it in mind that this is the last trading day before the long weekend. So in my opinion, that matters a lot. And if this threat, it's not going to, I mean, it stays like that because, tariffs updates coming and going, as we know, and then we, as we experienced during this first half of 2025. So I'm not going to be surprised on other updates during the day. So watch out on the news side too, and 10 o'clock new home sales, and now in like 15 minutes two FOMC members are going to speak. Overall, I wish you a beautiful green day, VIP room traders, 44 room traders. Team, have a beautiful long weekend, everyone. And I'm going to see you on Tuesday, not Monday, because it's a day off for everyone. So have a nice one, guys, and see you on Tuesday. Bye. Okay, traders. I am here for you. Of course, on the YouTube, I'm going to stay, I think, around an hour for trading because today it's, on Fridays, usually the volume starting to dry up after the first hour. Maybe today not because we have really, really ugly news. And this, I'm sure, it's going to move the market, but we should be careful. And especially, as I've told you, to watch the news and the updates. Oh, thank you, Tara. It's very nice of you. Yes. Matt, I just got your email. I would go for Wednesday, please, because I think at 2 p.m., I mean market time, I'm going to sleep already. But I'm going to be there for you on Wednesday if you need me. Okay, IO and Q had a nice pullback and good volume. Checking it, Jeremy. I really appreciate your calls every day and everyone's. So, guys, if you have any questions, any candidates on your side, please just let me know. Okay. -8%. Oh, you know what, Jeremy? It looks like as a fantastic pump and dump stock indeed. We should definitely watch it here. We should definitely watch it. Actually, some guys are watching even MLGO and LTRY. Jeff just wrote in the VIP room and CPRT2. Okay, traders. So I would say on the long side, there is no doubt we should watch. We should definitely watch this OKLO to the upside. Maybe CEG. I know that DVG likes this CEG stock. Also, Constellation Energy, it's a little bit pricier than the OKLO, and it can be spready. So that's why I'm going to be careful of that one. So OKLO CEG, it's on my long list, CCJ2 and plus INTU, but I must tell you, I do prefer rather these nuclear stocks to the upside, but INTU doesn't look bad either. To the downside, well, I would say everything, just not the fear index related ETFs and the gold related ETFs, but seems like everything looks like as a nasty short, especially Apple, which there is no doubt we should watch it to the short side. I'm going to watch TQQQ, my trade on the market if it's going to stretch this red move. And yes, Matt, DECK, it's on my list already on the short side. You are very much right. We should watch it to the short side too. Quite of a nasty news on DECK. Okay, Microsoft, I'm going to watch too. Amazon, Google, NVIDIA, Tesla, just the usual ones. And what else to the short side? Tesla definitely, ADSK, okay, and AAP. AP as well. That looks good. Or APP, sorry. APP. Okay. SMCI very, 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 very weak. Okay. Oh yes, Scott just talking about this. Harvard just sued the Trump and his administration because they just restricting um, students from abroad enrollment process. This is quite not nice in my opinion. Mm. So this is a quite of a big step from the Harvard University, in my opinion. Okay, guys, so IONQ, it's on my list, as you can see, TQQQ. Which one I'm going to watch first? I would say as we are starting quite weak on the market traders, we should just go with a short. And among the short candidates, I like the best maybe this Apple. So Apple is going to be here for me for a possible short there. Hi Vidice, I know you like trading Apple. Maybe this is going to be your day because unfortunately it is suffering from a very nasty tariffs news. So let's just be careful there indeed. Mike Scott is going to be alone today. I don't know because it's I don't know whether the DVG is back or he travels somewhere as far as I remember. But it's okay, guys. I'm here for you and we are here for each other. This is the nicest in the trading room indeed. And I really appreciate your opinions every day. And if you like it, please just give us a thumbs up because it's not just for me, but the fantastic marketing team who is behind the scenes making it every day come through that I'm here for you, with you, and trading together. Okay, guys. So I just took a look on my losers list here. In the TEFS platform, there is a gainers and losers list. I really like it. And actually, DCK, it's a bit too much to the downside, in my opinion, Matt. So let's just be careful with that one. It's more than 22% to the downside already. Crazy. Just go lower and see RH is down to BBY, 5% guys on BBY. Crazy. BBY is down. NVDA, of course. So, Lee, unfortunately, the semicons are not doing great again. This nasty tariffs news are always pushing them back, which is not a big surprise indeed, right? So let me just check this BBY traders. How does it look like now? Just going to check it here. Okay. BBY. Okay, Scott is calling already some pre-market trades. As you know, he likes them very much. And I must tell you guys, this BBY looks interesting indeed. I'm going to keep an eye on this as well. So he called our OST under 135, OKLO over 45. So that looks as a valid call from Scott's side. As you know me, I'm not calling anything yet just before the market opens, but definitely I'm ready to check the setups after we do open, which is just a minute. Just for the newcomers, Trump threatens Europe with a 50% tariffs to be valid on the 1st of or from the 1st of June because the negotiations just stopped indeed. He did not like that, so that's why he called this 50% of the tariffs, which is just causing this big drop, not even mentioning if Apple is not going to start making the phones inside the house, like inside of the country of the USA, then he is going to revise 25% on the iPhones as well. So this is definitely not a good news, not just the iPhones, I guess, on every product. So that's why Apple is tumbling. And if Apple is tumbling, Triple Q is even more tumbling. So this is what we do see now. Triple Q 1.53% lower. SPY, it's pulling back a bit, but still 1.23% lower. And with the Tesla, be careful, guys, because it got a price target hike indeed, but because of, I guess, because of the sentiment, it's still moving down. Good luck, everyone. We just started. Let's just make a nice Green Friday ending the week before the long weekend. Okay. Scott watching ROST. Apple is pulling back. That is good actually. All right, BBY2. Right, I'm going to check this ROST here. Scott called SMR over 28. SMR. I'm just taking it here. He called it over 28 for a possible gap and go play. APP tumbling, OKLO moving back, CG moving down too. Overall market trying to pull back a little bit. Not too much though. INTU nice. INTU. Scott shorting ROST, raw stores under 137. This can be a very nice gap and go play, but for me it's way too early. If you like it, it makes sense to take it under 136, maybe 60. It's a bit spready, so be careful. Scott called it. Apple still moving a little bit higher as I see. I'm watching OKLO and CEG possible gap and goes to the upside. On the ROST, I would like to see at least one reversal candle, and then to take it. SMCI is dumping like a stone. Wow, it's falling like a rock. Okay, traders, Apple moved back very nicely. Question whether it's going to stay here or not. If not, I'm going to watch it under the VWAP for a short. Overall market is consolidating, still consolidating. So this is the third candle of the day. I would like to see slowly a reversal candle and then a red candle to take a trade. Amazon is pulling back. OKLO is here. OKLO. Okay. If OKLO can be a reversal over 44.30, this can be a very nice gap and go reversal to the upside, in my opinion. A little bit too early, a little bit too hectic as the beginning of the day usually. I'm going to take it just with a smaller share size. Okay, 44.32. Stop loss, it's under the low, 43.62 actually. All right, let's see. Apple doesn't want to make this reversal. Look at that. If you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. Okay. MSFT, it's making a consolidation too. DEC is making an interesting consolidation as well. Okay, ROST are looking a little bit better here. OKLO, come on. ROST, let me just check you. ROST. PLTR is strong. Yes, I see actually APP is pulling back too. ROST, I just missed traders. I was focusing on OKLO. I really hope it's going to make the move here. Overall market though, it's still trying to pull back a little bit. That's nice. OKLO. Okay, traders. OKLO. Fantastic. Thank you, OKLO. I'm just ready to take a partial traders on OKLO. I'm going to take 75% of the share size like now. If my mouse is going to do the same as I want. Okay, took. Beautiful. Thank you, OKLO. Just where I wanted before $46 level. Okay, traders. First trade huge winner. Stop loss under 44.30. Stop loss under 44.30. Beautiful. I really hope you were with me on that trade. ROST I missed. This 136.50 was a very nice entry there. INTU is still staying strong as I see. ROST fantastic. If you were not that distracted and with the OKLO, and you took this ROST, this should be the first partial traders. Fantastic gap and go. Very nice gap and go. PLTR, I'm watching, Lar. Okay. ROST, fantastic. Very well done, Scott. He called it under 137. For me, it was a little bit too soon, but after that, I just missed the nice entry, but we got OKLO, guys. And look at CG and OKLO. I've told you that I prefer rather OKLO, and thank God it's just playing out better. All right, traders under 44.30 though, I'm going to be out on this OKLO trade. SPY triple Q still moving a bit higher, traders. I'm just watching this ADSK CRWD they are talking about in the VIP room, by the way. ADSK looks very strong, but in the meantime, even a little bit spready as I see. Oh, ROST, how could I miss you? Tesla is moving back nicely, and LAR, now we should watch this PLTR, in my opinion, whether it can do a move or not. Traders, if ROST is breaking 133, I would take a second partial and then just let it run if you took it. Okay, so triple Q and SPY, very nice, surprising pullback overall, as I see. Must tell you, even CCJ looks interesting over $56 level. Also, it's definitely not that the big mover as the OKLO, but I like it. Stop loss on the CCJ is going to be under 55, 50. Oh, Scott is just calling CCJ. Okay, so that's a family trade. 5605 is going to be my entry, traders, on the CCJ. 56 and 05. Okay, hello, fantastic. All right, guys. So I'm ready to take one more partial on this OKLO and then completely just let it run. Just a half of the remaining share size here. 46. Okay, I don't want to lose this. It is such a big mover and such a big winner for me. Okay, traders. So next CCJ coming with nice pre-market break, hopefully. Netflix is green. You won't believe it, guys, but Netflix is green and LAR, PLTR is green too. ROST perfect. CCJ is not in yet. 5605 is the entry for me, guys. SPY triple Q still going higher. Tesla nice pullback. Oh, CEG had a very nice reversal there. All right, traders. So here comes CCJ. I want to see a partial just before 56 or around 56.50. CEG is making a move too. And VDA is pushing higher. How about AMD? Google is weak. After two nice strong day, Google is starting to be weaker, as I see. Okay, CCJ, 30 more cents to take a partial here. SPY starting to pull back, guys. The SPY is starting to pull back here. But so far, very nice try for a recovery. Okay, 20 more cents to take CCJ partial. Very nice CCJ. Go, 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 please. SPY, decision point. If you have anything on the radar, any nice setup, please just share it with us. So far, nice runners here. I just do not like the fact that the market stopped here. And don't forget, two FOMC member speakers are talking at the moment. I'm wondering whether Apple is going to stay up. Look at that. All right, traders, here comes our fantastic CCJ trade. I'm going to take 75% of my share side CCJ. Here we are. Nice move. This is what I wanted to see. This 56.50 level, semi-round number. And I'm just taking my partial now, 50 cents, 1 hour. I just took it on 54. All right, traders, my stop loss is going to be just under the entry, just like by the OKLO. Great. And I hope we are going to move higher here. OKLO stop loss, it's under 44.50 now. OKLO stop loss 44.50. CCJ is still running. SPY might is going to have a small pullback here. Can imagine. Coin under 256. Okay, nice math. If this was your position management strategy, go with it. I'm just checking Coin Alamo. It's not on my list for today, but yes, you're right. Might under this 265 can be an intraday breakdown, but be careful with the coin. You know it can be crazy sometimes. Actually, SMCI looks like as an intraday breakdown too, in my opinion. Overall, market traders is still hesitating on the VWAP. So I'm wondering whether we are going to move lower or higher from here. Two beautiful trades so far. I am very happy, but maybe the market is not going to hold on to. In this case, of course, we can go for shorts, like, for example, Apple. Apple can be under 195, 90, or wait till the VWAP rather. Coin, as we mentioned, 265, but just a low share size. As you know, coin just triggered me yesterday. I'm very um, careful with this coin. Market is still trying to be held on the VWAP. If it's not going to be held, I'm going to take a TQQQ short traders under 65, 45. Okay, TQQQ under 65, 45. I'm going to take it. Stop loss, it's over 66. And I would like to go at least for a 30, 40 cents. Okay. All right, so we have TQQQ, CCJ, OKLO. OKLO is still stretching, beautiful. Here is TQQQ. I would like to see TQQQ checking at least 40 or 60, 65, 15, 10. Uh-oh, craziness again. These FOMC member speakers can be crazy, indeed. We should be careful here. VWAP again. Uber long, FLR long, just checking soon. Just checking what to do with this market now. I do not like to see what it is doing now, but what can we do? This can get really ugly here suddenly. FLR, too much to the upside for me on FLR. I would not touch it. And Uber, is the fourth red day to the downside with eyes. Be careful with that one. Also, I agree if it can break over 87.30, that can be a quite of a good one. All right, traders. So far, So far, we have still nice movers here. I need a drop on the market. In this case, if the market is dropping to 65.10, I'm going to take a partial. Okay, hello, still going. Okay, 50 more cents. Come on, TQQQ. 50 more cents to take this partial here. Might I should not be greedy, just I thought if the market's starting to fail, it can be really nice trade. Okay, traders, I'm ready to take 75% off my TQQQ trade. Fantastic. 3 winners. We can finish the day. Actually, ooh, I had a fat finger. My goodness, I bought. I wanted to short 2,000 shares. I don't know how I shorted 4,000. Okay, no problem. I've told you on Uber. Hope you are okay on there. All right, traders. So TQQQ, I took a partial because I got a fat finger there. Here on this 17 level, 65.17, 75%, a little bit more over, and even I'm just taking a bit more. I was a bit too much to the upside. Maybe the share size at least. Okay, traders. So nice, 3 winners. Market though, it's still not quite, let's call it clear that we do continue lower. Of course, if we do break the lows, and it does continue definitely. Okay, Vida is Apple, and yes, Apple, it's making a very nice consolidation. I like it now under 195.40, 195.40. I'm still holding my TQQQ. As you can see, I made a quick partial because I had a quite of a fat finger here with the share size, but I'm still holding the rest of the TQQQ. Overall market is failing, traders moving a bit lower, which is great toward TQQQ, and we are okay with the OKLO and the CCJ trades already. All right, nice day so far. Only 20 minutes into the trading day, and we can start our long weekend. Yeah, it was a good one, Anne. At this time, it was a good one. You see, never trade if you are tired. Okay, guys. Market on decision point, SPY getting close to the lows, triple Q goes close to the lows, SMCI broke as I've seen. Back to the Apple VDICE, I like it, but only under this consolidation low, which is 195.40. Or OKLO is still fantastic. Google broke. Did it? Okay, I hope it's going to make a U-turn for you because at the moment it doesn't look that good. And the SPY is trying hard. Guys, I'm going to be out on the TQQQ on the entry. Okay, like over the entry, which is over 45-ish. Okay, alloy is still going, so that's great. Might the TQQQ was just a quick scalp. We don't know yet. We will see it soon. SPY triple Q is closer to the lows, but it has not broken yet. Okay. Watch out on the TQQQ. As I've told you, I'm going to be out if it's going back over this 40s, 50 latest. Apple has not entered yet. If you want to short, always go, always wait 4 candles, guys, in the consolidation and take it under the lowest point of the day. This is the best, to be selective on a trade. Okay, okay, Aloy, it's fantastic. If you are a little bit more stretched on the share size, I would go with another partial here on this 47. If not, you can still leave it and stop loss under 45 and 71 on the OKLO now. I'm just going to change it. 40, 45 and 70 is going to be my stop loss here. Locking in some profit. All right, traders, here comes TQQQ still consolidating. I feel like if the market is breaking down now, we can have a beautiful second leg down and a great winner, a bigger winner on the OKLO or on the TQQQ. And again, if you are still having a little bit higher share size on the OKLO, then please take a partial. All right, now come on, Uber, behave nicely here. Apple short 195. Buzak, I would take it only under 195.40. You see some candles of consolidation. I'm watching the charts in 1 minute in the first hour, actually. And if it's going to make, ooh, okay. Guys, I'm out of the TQQQ. So if it's going to make consolidation, I'm always waiting like 4 candles and I'm taking it under the fourth candle lowest point or under the consolidation lowest point. And this was for me under the 40, 195.40. So I would short Apple under that. OKLO, it's fantastic, guys. This is going to be a huge winner. So let's just see what happened with this OKLO here. Okay, so TQQQ is out at the moment. Okay, so as you can see, this OKLO was a new stock, and this is a very typical gap and go. So it started with a gap, pulled back 2, 3 candles, made 2 reversal candles. We took it over these 2 reversal candles high over 44.30. First partial, much more than 1 hour. It was at least 2.5 hour, around 45.70. Second partial, I was not very precise on that. I wanted to take it on this 46.50, but by the time I clicked the button, it was a bit lower. And since then, I'm just holding. What I'm going to do now, I'm not going to touch my remaining shares. I'm just going to move my stop loss. So for example, now I am moving the stop loss under 40, 45 and or 46 and 40. That means that I'm locking in some profit. It's fantastic. Again, if you still have a little bit more than I don't know, 200-300 shares, I would do. You can do another partial. In the meantime, I have only 100 shares left. Looks perfect. Might around 50. Definitely, I'm going to do another partial here. But so far, it just looks perfect indeed. So that was a fantastic trade. Okay, next one. I'm still not sure that the market is out of the woods, guys. Look at that. Market still looks ugly. DECK checking. ECK checking. Okay. Yes, Apple looks even better. I completely agree with you, but still, Buzak, I would not take it just under 195.40. Yes, that looks very interesting indeed. Wow, this ROST, that was a fantastic call from Scott. Okay, guys, I think this is the time to take the last partial for me on the OKLO. It seems like it's quite stubborn now. All right, so third partial I've just done. I'm going to leave my stop loss under 40. Actually, I'm going to leave it under 40, 670 now, 67. And 3 partials been done on the stock. Fantastic. Okay. And the market is undecided. So actually for the Apple as well, we need the market first. No, I am not in Apple. I am still not in Apple. I don't like the market actually. I'm just in the trades which I'm calling in writing, nothing else. I still don't like this hesitant market indeed. Still want to wait a little bit. Scott has no other call in the VIP room. And the SPY bulls, triple Q bulls are fighting hard. PRTR 120 to 90. Lar, you want to take it for a long? I guess it's 120, 190 in this case, no? Come on, market is just half an hour. You should not make this consolidation. Oh, CCJ. We are still in the trade, but it was an ending point on CCJ, guys, on the VWAP reversal. I was not aware of that, unfortunately. 120, 190. Not bad. I'm just, I just don't know what this market wants to do. Okay, guys, so market's still not decided. And don't forget that in 2 minutes we will get the new home sales, indeed. So this can might change the things here. So I have no other trades. I'm just holding OKLO and CCJ. And traders on the CCJ, we can just put our stop loss under 50. 5620, but it's okay. It can stay there. I mean, on the entry, I really hope it still can push a bit higher. Market still undecided. Let's see whether this economic news at 10 o'clock is going to change the things there or not. Wow, okay, hello, that's crazy. And it's still going. It's going to touch the $50, I think. Right, traders, the market is still very, very much glued to the VWAP, so no decision at all. But in 1 minute, everything can change because of the new home sales. So please be aware of that. No market, come on. You need to decide. There is no other way. If you took this Apple, I think that stop loss should be just over 197 round number. It still can make a reversal there. Yes, I know, Tara. I really hate these algos nowadays. They just getting really nasty. You still okay? PLTR about the VWAP? Yes, LAR called it over 121.90, 121.90. I just did not want to take it, Lee, because of the news. I'm still riding my OKLO and this fantastic CCJ. And the news out so far at the first sight looks like it's a good news for the market. I'm just checking the numbers, guys. Just a sec. So this is the 23rd. Oh yeah, much better numbers. Okay. So new home sales, actually it's much higher than expected. Surprise, surprise. It's good for our OKLO. Yeah, Buzak, this Apple is still coming back. That's good. But the overall market is going to get I don't think so. I must tell you guys, I'm just thinking, that it was really nasty news before the market opened with this tariffs. A long weekend is coming. Also, the new home sales are good. Let's see how the market absorbs this. Lar, your PITR call was fantastic. This 121.90, nice intraday breakout or reversal, we can call it whatever. So far, seems like the market got a strength again to the upside, but this does not mean that it's going to move there. Also, traders or OKLO is still moving higher. I really want to see a $50 touch today, and even CCJ is not bad. ROST, I think it's a little bit out of the steam, so if you are still holding at a short with Scott, I would take it off over 132.50, I think, latest. SPY triple Q a bit higher over the VWAP, but no strength, no volume. So I'm going to be very careful with the next calls, next moves, especially after three movers, especially after the fact that I still have a nice profit on both of them. 196. Let's see. Let's see. Hopefully it's going to make a move here. Okay, traders, not a bad Friday. Like three winners, it's quite good. And I really hope for you if you took this Apple, it's going to make the move. I never take big stocks before like 5 minutes before the economic news. I don't like taking them. Rather wait. Even if I miss them, I'm rather waiting. Quite of a cautious trader, if you have not noticed it yet. Okay, guys. Okay, hello, fantastic. Wow. All right. I'm not doing anything, just changing my stop loss. That's it. CCJ can be under 56.30 now. I mean the stop loss. And on the OKLO, I'm just going to put my stop loss under 48. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, under 48. I'm going to take it. All right. Scott found something. Scott found something. Let me just check it. His last call was this SMR, which was not bad either. Rokello is fantastic, guys. Now my stop loss is just under 49. And Scott likes all LTRY. Now let me see what is this stock. No idea. Okay, LTRY. Ah, we cannot trade it on the TEFS. It's okay, no problem. All right, traders, so market is slowly but steadily pushing higher. NVIDIA is starting to be stronger too, as I see. It doesn't matter, we can break the highs and go higher because, again, I completely missed the volume on this move. So it seems like Scott is going to take this all LTRY long. Ooh, Microsoft, what a move. QBTS, guys, we should keep an eye on QBTS. This can be a beast, indeed. It looks like mine is going to go higher again. I'm just checking RGTI, the stars of the, let's call it the stars of the week. There's quantum computing stocks for sure. And the SPY is getting close to the highs. I've told you guys, anything can happen on that day. Even a gap and fill or so, I would be still very surprised on that. All right, traders, watch out. OKLO $50 level, it's coming. I'm not going to take a partial, but again, my stop loss is under 48. Now my stop loss is under 49, okay? So I'm just doing the following, making a nice adjustment of my stop loss. So OKLO new stop loss under 49, CCJ CCJ stop loss, it's going to be under 56 and 30. So I lock in a little bit of a profit too here. And actually, I think on CCJ, guys, I'm just going to make a little bit more profit taking here because it's not going that nicely as the other stock. It still can go, but you know, I just take off some money off the table because it seems like maybe a double top here. I don't know. All right, so I just made a second partial on the CCJ. OKLO three partials, and I'm going to be out under 49, like 48, around 48.80s. This is the plan. Okay, guys, so SPY triple Q back to the highs. Let's see whether it's able to break it and continue higher. Apple again looks weak, but the overall market's starting to be very slow, guys. I was expecting like at least 1 hour of live trade. I mean, much more busy, but seems like that this long weekend is just impacting the things there. FSLR nice pullback, by the way. I was just watching that they got a nice pullback yesterday. You know, the 10 stocks just suffered a big drop. The solar stocks, especially. INTU, I took it off the radar, guys, because I could not feel more strength in the bulls, but maybe here on the VWAP it can do something. I don't know. SPY triple Q still very close to the highs. I'm still just going with CCJ and OKLO, nothing else on my side. OKLO is amazing. So under 49 is the stop loss, CCJ stop loss under 46.30 or 56.30, sorry. HIMS is strong again. Okay, I really would be surprised if the market would break higher, but anything can happen, of course, in this market. So actually, LTRY, it's a call from Scott. He's going to buy it over $205. It's a $2 stock, $205. Ooh, ARM is very weak today. ARM is one of the semicon stock or chip stocks, but this is moving back too. Tesla doesn't look good at all. RGTI, QBTS, big comeback after gap downs. They just fill the gap actually. SPY and triple Q consolidating before the high of the day. Let's see. Traders, if you have anything on the radar, please just let me know. SR 10 cents about entry risk free Uber long. Again, I'm just checking your Uber. CCJ and Oklo is just fantastic traders. Amazing these two trades, how they are going like by the book trades indeed. Nice. And you took it over 87, right? Great. Well done with dice. Yeah, market is trying hard to make this reversal or breakout or whatever. Make a stronger move here. Yeah, I remember you took it there. Very nice. Yeah, Apple is and look at the volume in the meantime. It's just crazy. SMCI, yes, it's looking weak. It tried to break this 100 EMA again, but Lar, if this market is really breaking higher, I'm not going to be surprised that if the semicons are going to be the first ones, you know. Oh, sorry, I was watching QBTS. Yes, I see SMCI. You are right. It's quite weak. So if the market is going to make a U-turn here, it can be an interesting short candidate. Oof, what is that market again? We do not have any more news. Ah, Tara, I'm afraid you are right. Here comes the algos. They just delayed a little bit, 12 minutes, not 10, but 10, 12. Or some news, but this seems like an Argos. Wow, that's crazy, guys. I was not expecting that for today after such a good and ugly news. But Lar, your PLTR call, it was perfect. Very nice call on the PLTR. Okay. Or OKLO has not stopped yet, but $50 can be a quite of a strong level here, traders on the OKLO. Very much, Tara. Yep, very much. All right, traders, on the OKLO, let's just move a bit or stop loss higher. I'm just going to move it to 49.60. Actually 70. 49.70 is the new stop loss on the OKLO. And let's see, look at that. Last 50 shares on OKLO, and it's still making like a $309. That's fantastic. I was not expecting such a great trade here. All right, traders. For the ones who just joined to the trading room for the first time, I'm just showing you what was this trade again. Okay, hello, it's a typical gap and go trade. When a stock starting very strong with a gap up on the news. For example, today we had a great news on the nuclear stocks, and we took it after two reversal candles over 44 and 30, first partial almost 2 hour, a little bit then 2 hour in mid, 45.80. Second partial, it was a little bit too soon. Third partial, 47.30, and since there are no partials, only I am moving my stop loss. As you can see, the final stop loss is under the $49.70 level, and it's just hit. What does it mean? We have the final treat here. So no more stocks left on that. The last stocks just out. And if I am just checking how much I did on that trade, I'm just going to show you here. Just a second. All right. So as you can see, this was a buy with 800 shares indeed. And 400, wow, that was a beautiful trade. And I made a $1,456 with that trade indeed. So this was quite of a nice buy the book gap and go trade. It's nowadays, I would say, it's really a good feeling to be in a trade like that. And the reason for that we do not have so many buy the book gap and goes. But at this time, this was just a perfect one, three partials, and then we just adjusted the stop loss. I hope you were participating in that trade with me, and more is coming in the next weeks. So I am flat. I'm completely out from this OKLO. Okay. And the market is still thinking. That's not a good news. That is not a good news. You know why? Because the time is going. ADSK checking. ADSK checking. Okay. All right, traders, the CCJ is still going. ADSK checking, large checking. The PLTR was fantastic indeed. The ADSK, not bad for a reversal. I just do worry about the volume and the strengths and definitely the spread. No, it's too spready for me. It's too spready for me. It's just, it can go like $1. I mean, at this time of the day, first of all, and second, the fact that it started strong, now it gave up, and now it's just thinking too much. I know you like this quite of a bottom reversal stocks, and it looks great in my opinion. I'm just not sure that it can work out because of the lack of the volume, especially. Yeah, so watch out with that. I love the PLTR much better. I prefer that indeed. Uber needs to break 87.53. Let me just check Uber. How does it look like at the moment? Oh yes, yeah, it needs to make a, but look at that volume here too, guys. That's ugly. No, market, I knew it's going to happen. It's just breaking the highs and making a reversal there. Apple, you should give up. Come on. These were so ugly news. RGTI, QBTS giving up too, so no longs on these stocks. Microsoft is pulling back quite nicely, but maybe if the market is going to move lower, it's going to give up too. Really need Apple to come lower here. I know, Zach, I don't even understand what is holding it higher. I guess the resilience of the market, but look at the spikes on the VWAP. if it's breaking through the VWAP, it's again a completely different point of view here. Uber and Apple scalps for Navi dice. Scalp can be a great one in my opinion. Reason for that, the market's starting to give up again. So if you are in longs, watch out. My CCJ short is there. I mean short, stop loss, sorry. Still running, but I have a strong feeling might is going to get to my stop loss. It's okay. We had two partials on that trade. This was a very nice one indeed as well. And now the SPY is going under the VWAP. Let's see decision point again for the market. And you were right with the SMCI. Who called SMCI weak? Lar. We're completely right with this SMCI. It's really weak. NVIDIA is back to the VWAP too. Uber too, but Uber is just on the VWAP. It's still okay. And Apple finally it's moving lower now. Yeah, I'm cheering up for your Apple too. I just don't get it why it's holding up so long. Can't believe it cannot give up. This RGTN and QBTS, I would keep an eye on these traders if you are going to stay trading for a bit longer. QBTS and RGTR are still looking interesting here. So OKLO, it's out. Yes, Busak, because it just got a rejection, but now it still looks resilient, which is very annoying indeed. But Uber, wow, Uber is fantastic with eyes. I see. Very nice. It really looks stronger and stronger indeed. Google is starting to be stronger here too. Amazon on the highs, Microsoft. So if the market can push higher, which again, I still would be completely surprised on that, but we have seen so many things on this market in the last half a year indeed. And during my 18 years of experience, but this is something unique, I would say. So I will be surprised, but not completely astonished. Coin UMA checking. Yeah, this was another short under 265. I don't know how it did. It was a nice one. Nice buy the book intraday breakout under 165. Not bad. Now it's, I don't know. You know what? I'm just checking this Bitcoin here. Just a sec. Where are you, Bitcoin? It's hiding 1.66 lower on the Bitcoin. Look at that. But yes, you are right. Seems like the Bitcoin it's on the way of a pullback. So might we will have an interesting pullback here on the coin as well. Let's just check it. Market bulls are still trying. Okay. Can't believe this market. Look at that. And the SPY triple Q again on the highs. Okay. I really give up. This is good to our CCJ trade, but nothing else. I mean, I cannot see anything which I would go for long at the moment. And Apple is completely crazy. I mean, I was not expecting this, that it's going to make a reversal there. CCJ, it's just over this $57 level. I just moved my stop loss again. Let's be under 56.60. I'm going to put it. It really needs to stretch a little bit more there. You're welcome, Uma. Uber long position close, double top formation, 1 minute chart. Nice. I think it was a nice timing for closing it with ice. Agree with you. The market looks like a double top two, by the way. This is when you think that it's going to continue higher, it just suddenly stops and making a U-turn. It's so typical for this last weeks of moves. Mm-hmm. Just checking Uber. Short NVDA 130. Not bad. I'm not sure there is enough volume for that, but yes, there is. It makes sense. This nice double, almost triple top, indeed, on 131, and a nice move to the downside. Also, traders, anything, if you are going to do anything from now on, act as a scalper because unfortunately the market is not moving nicely at all. That means that might it's breaking 130, goes 30 cents and makes a U-turn, okay? Waiting for Uber, checking Uber. Traders, I feel like I'm not going to call any more trades. I mean, I don't want to take any more trades. I have a beautiful green day today. With three winners. I'm not going to risk it, especially in this undecided market again, which I hope it's not going to stay undecided because as we are getting closer and closer to the end of the day, and the long weekend is coming. So I think lots of traders are going to start to closing their positions, maybe swings and so on. Uber checking. You are waiting it to pull back to the $87 level, to the VWAP? Let's see. Because actually the market has needed to drop 1 hour ago and it did not drop. Not 1 hour ago, but like 40 minutes ago. Amazon struggling with us, checking. It's here for me. Yes, it is. Everything is struggling indeed. Only these nuclear energy stocks are going nicely, except of CEG. But nothing else is really moving higher. And Uber and Apple, which is funny on the Apple side indeed. So if the market still would go even higher, like breaking the highs and moving higher, I would keep an eye still maybe on the Microsoft, Uber. I completely agree with this. Maybe the Amazon too, because it's stronger than the overall market, not too much though. And Roblox is green, Johnson and Johnson on my list, PLTR, Roblox, J&J. These are green on my list. So I cannot see any entry on J&J yet. Let me just check Roblox. Hmm, consolidation on the Roblox, that's not good. About PLTR, I see PLTR, but everything just started struggling here a lot. That's not a good news. Look at Hood. Looks like as a short for me at least, but nowadays the stocks are just moving completely the opposite. It's funny. So traders, I'm still just holding this CCJ, last 100 shares, stop loss under, as you could see, under this 56.60 level. It looks like still a possible breakout. If it's breaking through, I'm going to put my stop loss to 56.90 and let it run. OKLO is amazing. It's just made a U-turn on 49 and still moving higher. Still so strong. NVDA, 5-minute chart looks like a V-shaped recovery. It does. I've seen that, but it's still on a lower time frame. When I'm watching, it's still just hesitating a lot. That's not good. Like you cannot, expect anything else if the market is so undecided, unfortunately. But Buzak, at least this Apple is making a move lower finally, but still no volume, neither to the downside nor to the upside. This is annoying. Nvidia low volume. Yes, exactly, exactly. This is the problem. Overall market, it's a little bit low volume, which is not surprising because we are just before the long weekend. Buzak, yeah, we need a lot of sellers, right? This to work. But look at this nice rejection now. That looks great. Also, we really need a decision from the market first. You are in 195.40. I don't know if I would add. Yep, it needs to break first this VWAP. It really needs to break at least the VWAP lower. All right, traders, look at that CCJ. It's breaking out. As I mentioned you, if it's breaking out, I'm just going to move my stop loss under $57 level, lock in more profit just by the OKLO. And here is this beautiful consolidation here. I just put it under it, which is 56.93. So I logged in some more profit now. The market can it see your stop loss orders? Uh, the market itself, no, I don't think so. But that's an interesting question, actually. They cannot see it, but uh, the algos, which are like robots, and we know AI how much it is just improving day by day, actually. They can be taught, for technical analysis. And as we are using technical analysis in day trading mostly, they can be taught, you know. These are the shakeouts which we see a lot in the recent days, because I've seen so many times that there is a level which seems like as a great entry level. It gets you in and immediately makes a U-turn. So that's why you need to be much more careful, much more, let's call it resilient to these sudden changes on the direction, and hold on to your strategy, because unfortunately, when this happens, it's not the market, it's not the broker, it's the algos, unfortunately. So this can happen again. Yes, exactly. Uber strong. Yes, Uber is still looking strong. Even NVIDIA broke the highs. SMCI big U-turned too. But was like this Apple is looking better and better. As I mentioned, you guys, I'm not going to touch anything else now. I took two partials on the CCJ. Now it's running stop loss under 57. Hopefully we will see it even higher. And the market again on the highs. This is very interesting. And the bulls are not giving up today. If you were short Apple, would you look to break even now or still? Mhm. Um, I think it depends how it's going to behave around the VWAP. If it's going to make a stronger reversal on the VWAP, I would reduce my share size. But if it's consolidating on the VWAP, even breaking it through, I would just hold it, but not adding to it, I think. WMT checking. Okay, traders, watch out on our CCJ. This is the last trade. I'm going to be out under 57. WMT, yes, I see that. Phew, what a low volume. Have you seen that, Vidice? The volume there as well? Pathetically low volume today, guys. Let's just be extra careful with that indeed. And the market is just got a rejection for the third time now on this 579. Interesting. But the bulls are still not giving up. Which one? The fear index. Let me just check it. Next level. Yeah, it's interesting that how strongly it's pulling back, right? But I mean, it is not actually, because the market is moving up. Of course, it's getting lower, but still surprising on the fear index. VIX is the fear index. By the way, it's just moving higher when the fear is mounting on the market. Regarding the Apple Buzak, it has not touched the VWAP yet, so this 196.15 is going to be a decision point for this stock, I think. But our CCJ, guys, is just going fantastic. I really hope we will get a new round number there. Tesla long, oof, this is this stock which I would not touch it today. It's just making a consolidation on the intraday. It's making a consolidation on the daily. No touch. No touch. I would rather touch than Amazon or anything else, but not the Tesla today. Doesn't mean it's not going to go up. It's Tesla, you know. This is the nickname. Tesla can be stressful and surprising. If you want to go with it, for it, do it. I just don't like these days on the Tesla and it's just going sideways on every time frame, actually. Market lower or higher still. This is the question for slowly for 40 minutes now, even more. All right, traders. I think slowly, I'm going to close this day off. Apple is still looking okay, Buzak, but very slow. I really hope you will see a Viva break here because that is going to mean that might we will see a continuation. Vida is good luck with your Tesla trade. Yeah, very nice patience actually. Very nice patience. Hopefully, hopefully you are going to get this 194. Traders, I'm just going to do another step here, the last step on the CCJ trade. And this is going to be that I'm going to move my stop loss under this small consolidation low and under 57.30. So 57.30 is my last stop on the CCJ. This is another nice green trade. And I think I'm just going to call it as a fantastic Green Friday. I was very happy about these calls and especially that this news on the nuclear energy stocks, they just helped us to pick some great candidates there. And TQQQ, as always, I like trading TQQQ. And don't forget even TQQQ, guys, if finally the market is going to give up or even the opposite, because TQQQ still can be a nice intraday breakdown, but only under 65, 60, 65, 70, something like that. Doesn't look bad. Buzak, I really hope your Apple finally going to get you this 194. Uber still looks good with eyes if you're watching. Lar, beautiful calls today. And of course, before I leave, I just would like to start a poll. How is your day doing? So how is your trading day? And if you missed the trades or you did not want to trade today, it's completely okay, traders. As I've told you, trading, it's not a must and it never must be like an obligation. It's just you can trade only and you are allowed to trade only if you feel good on that day. Like with everything, with the market environment, with the setup, you slept enough, which I did not. This can happen a lot as well. Then of course it's a great trade or day for trading. But if you just, are choosing not to trade today, it's completely okay as well. So let's see the ratio. And if you just ended in red or you are still in red, don't be disappointed. Nowadays, as I mentioned you, the market is quite challenging with this non-decisive market moves, especially in the first 1.5 hours. Sometimes we see that there is no direction. In this case, guys, always go with the new stocks, nothing else, because at least on days we have a chance to see a move like today on Oclor CCJ. CCJ is going to be out maybe before I finish. So let's see, 83 of yours, it's in green. Nice. 17 in red. Sorry for that. And everyone is trading today. Very nice. Okay. Oh, and in the meantime, traders, if you are interested in the TEFS funded account packages, through these packages, you can get a subscription to our VIP room where DVG Scott and Amir are trading among the traders, three veteran traders who has more than 30 decade or 30 years, like 3 decades of experience. And also today it was just called because DVG's already started his long weekend, and Amir maybe he has a mentor trader today. So traders, if you are interested in funded account packages or challenges, please just watch the or TEF's website. Sorry, I mistyped it. Okay, and you can just send me an email at any time again regarding trading, regarding struggles, anything. I am here for you. My door is open for you always, as you know. So please just write me if you have any questions as well. I'm very happy to see that most of you are ending this last trading day of the week in green. And even don't forget, please, that this is going to be a long weekend. So Monday I'm not going to be here, but Tuesday, I'm definitely going to be here again, 9 a.m. sharp as always, market time, starting with a preparation session. And after that, trading like crazy. Hopefully, the market is going to be cooperative as well in that decision. And let's see what kind of news and updates on the tariffs are coming during the weekend, because I'm sure there will be. As far as you know, this 1st of June, it's very close to start this 50% tariffs on the European Union. So I'm not going to be surprised on huge news even during the long weekend. So traders, I really grateful that you've been here with me trading together always. It's just a great feeling for me. And hopefully you enjoyed as well. Thank you very much. And I'm going to see everyone on Tuesday, not Monday. Have a beautiful long weekend, everyone. Stay safe. Enjoy it with your loved ones, with the family. And I'm going to see you on Tuesday again. PDD and DITR earnings next week, Tuesday, Vida, is really good to start the week with. And as I mentioned you, I'm waiting really heavy news during the long weekend though. Thank you, traders. Have a nice one. Enjoy, stay safe, and see you on Tuesday. And thumbs up if you like the stream, not just for me, but for our fantastic TEFS team, especially the TEFS marketing team, who is just making through every day that I'm here with you and trading with you. Thank you, guys. Have a nice one and see you on Tuesday. Bye.